We got UFC 320. We got Chama versus Ankalaev. UFC 320 has the possibility to be one of the greatest cards this year. Possibly. Could be an absolute stinker. Could be a great card. We could see lots of finishing, lots of dudes finishing all over this card. And we're just mainly going to talk about the main card, but there is a couple of key fights that we're going to be looking at the prelims as well. So we'll talk about those, get those out of the way, and then we'll get into the casual stuff on the main card. First off, we got Patchy Mix. Tell us a little bit about Patchy Mix, Isaac.
Well, he looked like crap in his last fight, honestly, against Mario Batista. He looked like super stiff and looked like he's never been in a fight before. Um, but that was Mario Batista, who is literally about to he's like one fight away from a championship. So I think that there was jitters that played a part in that fight, and now he's coming to fight someone who's in their UFC debut. So now they're gonna have the jitters. He might settle in more, and I think he's gonna. I think he's definitely gonna get a finish here. The other guy, though, I think is being a little overlooked. I mean, we don't really know much about him, but I'm pretty sure he's a champion or like super good in another promotion. I'm not even sure what promotion. I'm just pretty sure he was a champion. But
I don't know,
so
man.
I
He
know he's
he
pretty good.
he looks like an unlocked or like a locked character right now. I mean, he doesn't even have a picture on his UFC billion-dollar company.
I mean, we're casuals over here. I really got no. I've never seen any fight of his, honestly, but I've heard some good things about him. But we know Patchy Mix is good. He actually did look like crap against Mario Bautista, but that fight was he actually did like low key win the third round. It was pretty close. So I mean, he's not horrible. I think he's definitely like a solid 10 to 15 ranked fighter, and I think he's gonna get a finish in the first or second round.
I think he's one of those fighters that you're just gonna see in contendership a lot, and we're really not gonna see him do much more. After that last Mario Batista fight, it was just I'm not expecting a lot from Patchy Mix. I'll like his videos and watch his fights, but like, eh, I don't know how far I see him. Um,
Especially after he talked all that crap.
yeah, you can't say all that and not back it up. I think the only other real prelim fight to watch. I mean, we got these two. These two are both supposed to be interesting. I've heard a lot of good about Shabazian, and we know Gautier is moving up in the ranks. His opponent dropped out, so he's fighting a bum. Maybe we'll see a good knockout, though. I think this is an a locked character as well. TV time.
Who
TV
is that
time.
that they use as the locked character?
It kind of looks like Tony Ferguson. No, it's not. It's definitely not Tony Ferguson. Why
Yeah,
does he
it's
got like
definitely.
a cul-de-sac haircut too?
Yeah, I don't know who this is.
This is prime Dana White here. It's actually they pulled a picture of Dana White and
Nice.
put it there.
Dana White's fatter.
I mean, they look so similar though. That might just be Tristan Vines, man. It looks like it.
That is not. That is not a black
Okay. Well, anyways, I think we can get to the main card. We're starting off with Joe Pyfer versus Magomedov, Abus Magomedov. Um, I think these are both good fighters. At the end of the day, I see Joe Pyfer coming up with it. What did I predict? I predicted it as a knockout in the second round. I'm trying to predict knockouts as much as possible. The main card is hard to produce knockouts on. I mean, it's a featherweight fight, it's a Merab fight, and then it's an Ankalaev fight. Um, but whenever possible, I have been trying to predict knockouts. What do you think about this one, though?
for this one. For this one, I got Joe Pyfer by round three knockout. He kind of does like the same stuff. He's kind of really one dimensional, to be honest, but he does have takedowns, and he just loves that overhand right. And the problem, it's not more so why I think Joe Pyfer will win. I more think Abus will lose because this guy gasses out in every single fight, bro. And when you're going up against someone who's literally like just winging overhands trying to knock you out with one punch, at some point, if you're gassing out, your hands are going to be down. Your defense is, as the rounds go on, your hands will drop and your defense will go down. And I just think Joe Pyfer is going to be able to. He's got good cardio and good conditioning. I think he's just going to wear on him, and Obese will be. He's like half. He's like halfway done. after like the first round, and then the third round he just wants to be finished on.
Like all good men
Sean
do.
Strickland KO'd that dude, by the way.
I feel like this next fight, Josh Emmett versus Youssef Zalal. I predicted it going in Youssef Zalal's favor. Um, I honestly, I just think Josh Emmett is a little bit higher ranked than maybe he deserves right now, and Youssef Zalal is going to be taking that ranking. That's genuinely kind of the reason I picked Zalal. Um, I think Josh Emmett might be, I don't want to say on his way out, but he might be less of a contender now, more of a journeyman going forward. Uh, I don't have a ton to say about this fight personally. I don't know if you have anything to say.
Yusuf's Law is actually pretty good. I'm pretty sure he fought Ilya in his debut, and he didn't do that bad. I'm pretty sure he got KO'd though. But I think Yusuf's Law is going to win by decision. I think everybody knows. We all know exactly what Josh Emmett's looking to do. He's looking to land just an overhand. And with Josh Emmett, you can never say he's not going to win by knockout because he's just got insane power. But I think Zalal's just going to stay at range, pick him apart. And I think with Josh Emmett, because he always dips his head, there is a potential of knockout. And I think it's more likely to be Zalal just because of how often he dips his head. And Zalal's got good knees. Pause. So, but I think Zalal will just pick him apart. We all know what Josh Emmett's looking to do. The method to beating him has been there for a while now.
Valid, valid. All right. So this next fight is probably the one that is closest to my heart out of all of these fights. Um, as you guys know, based off of my white skin, I'm of Eastern European descent on my mother's side, and it is a Czech. So Jiri Prochazka seemed like the obvious choice for me until tonight, whenever I realized that my coach is involved in Khalil Rountree's fight camp and is possibly cornering him this weekend. So, with that, I have full faith in my coach, and I have to pick Khalil Rountree as a second round knockout. Pure cinema.
Uh,
This is cinema.
it it's also hard for me because these are both awesome, great guys. They're both good people. Well, we don't really know them, but they both seem like good guys. Khalil's got a heartwarming story, and he's making his way up. He looked great in that last fight.
And
He
he's in a
actually
cult.
beat Jamal. Even though Yuri got the knockout, Khalil had a less tough time beating Jamal Hill. And I think that I really do think this is like a 50-50 fight. And I want Khalil to win, even though I love Yuri. But I think I got Yuri by round 2 knockout.
I thought you said Khalil before we started.
I want him to win, but I just
I mean, here's
think
the
Yuri's
thing.
going to
If I had to bet on it, I'm betting Khalil Rountree because my coach works miracles. Sorry.
That is true.
I'm
That is
sorry.
true.
If dude, it's just a clean bet. It's a clean bet. That's the type of thing you bet on right there.
I
Um,
also just think that with all that scar tissue, I feel like Yuri's going to open it up.
I don't know, dude. Yuri's so good, and again, like I said, bro, he's the same race as me, and you don't see a lot of people like that. You know, you don't see a lot of people from the Czech Republic or Slovakia like actually showing up in the UFC, and as a Czechoslovak like myself, I
I also
do
worry about you.
want to pick Yuri.
I also worry about his head movement though, because a lot of times it looks great, but then sometimes it's like, whew, he almost dived right into that head kick. So it's a little. I think he'd be spamming that head movement sometimes, and it scares me.
Yeah,
Eventually,
dude. I
someone's
mean,
gonna catch.
I brought a couple of men from my village, and tonight in the hotel, I will show them something.
He said that he actually said went into an interview today, or not today. I don't know when it was, but sometime recently, and he said they couldn't come because they were too tired from the jet lag, so they didn't. He didn't get to have a party like he wanted.
That's
It's really sad.
unfortunate. I really do love attending the Yuri Diddy Prohaska parties. I
Ain't
do
no party
indeed.
like a Yuri Prochazka party.
That's a good point. He might show them something. Um,
All right.
Bantamweight title bout: Merab versus Cory Sandhagen. Um, I'm going to kill this guy. Like, I don't know. I feel like Merab is going to destroy Cory Sandhagen. Um, I mean, obviously that's right on betting odds as well, but it's Merab, dude. I literally the goat of bantamweight. I don't care what anybody else says. It's close between him and Dominic Cruz, but Dominic Cruz just had too many of the injuries, too many gaps. His way out of the UFC was just so tainted that I just think Merab's got it, dude. Merab's going all the way with Cory Sandhagen, making it all the way to home plate.
Yeah, I got Merab by round 2 knockout.
Round two
Just
knockout is crazy.
he did. He's been saying that he's gonna knock out Corey Sandhagen. I don't see how that's possible outside of maybe grounded pound, but even that I don't see. But yeah, I definitely got Merab by decision. The only thing that worries me is three things. One, if he actually is, I'm pretty sure he said this about Sean O'Malley too. But if he goes out there and actually tries to knock out Corey Sandhagen, he's gonna get flatlined. And the leg locks of Corey Sandhagen are pretty good. He's pretty smart with those. I think Merab will just pull out though, probably, hopefully, and the knees.
Yeah,
But
I
you've
I
seen Merab do
honestly
this to better strikers, better grapplers. So
yeah, I think Merab is not going to submit Cory Sandhagen. I think Cory Sandhagen's got better wrestling than a lot of people give him credit for. Um, I think it's definitely going to go to a decision. I think if I had to bet on a decision for any of these fights, I'd bet on a decision here.
oh
I
yeah,
don't.
for sure. Well,
I think that Cory Sandhagen
low.
might have a little bit of stopping power, and Merab might have a little bit of stopping power. But it will at the end of the day, it's a bantamweight fight. It is a 5 rounder. There's possibilities in a 5 rounder that are not available in a 3 rounder. Cory Sandhagen has been in that weird title shot range where like, oh, am I gonna get it? Like it's like me and Isaac. It's like will they, won't they type thing. Um, that's how Cory Sandhagen's been with the title. I think just because Merab holds it right now, I just don't think I don't see Cory Sandhagen getting it. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say about that fight. To be honest, I think
Yeah,
it's a clean decision for Merab.
Merab and Magomed are pretty close in stopping power, to be honest. So
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
worst champ of all time, Loki.
Yeah, people have been saying worst champ of all time. I mean, ultimately, the thing is, he hasn't even fought anybody other than Alex Pereira right for his championship reign because Alex Pereira is just such a big fan favorite. Um, so I honestly, I'm saying right now, I think we're gonna go with Alex Pereira in the third or the second or third round knockout. I'm saying this mostly so that I can disagree with Isaac because every time I disagree with him on a main card, I am right.
Hoping you're right. I really am hoping you're right.
Yeah,
I hope I never see this guy in his face again.
but if we're being fully real with ourselves, Magomed Ankalaev is probably going to, make it into a boring fight. I mean, that's probably what's going to happen. Unless Magomed decided to switch up his entire game plan, which doesn't make sense because he beat Alex Pereira within a good margin last time. It's just not going to change.
It was like 3-2.
Yeah, it's still a good margin though. It wasn't like, oh well, this was a robbery. I don't think there was anybody calling robbery.
No, there was actually a lot of people. I don't think it was a robbery at all, but there was actually a surprising amount of people saying it was robbery. But I think it's just because it's Alex Pereira.
That is what it is. It's because a bunch of casuals messed up their parlay, and so they want to call robbery.
Yeah, I actually got Magomed Ankalaev by round 3 knockout.
Round three knockout.
I mean, he's stunned him pretty bad. I think if that second round would have continued, Alex Pereira would have got flatlined.
Maybe, but Alex Pereira also has Chama.
I think that what's going to happen in this fight is Alex Pereira is going to come out with more punching power and more striking, and I think that it's very unlikely he stuffs all the takedowns. This happens. I think this time it's very unlikely Alex Pereira stuffs all the takedowns because he's going to be looking for the knockout more, and I think that it's going to give Magomed more opportunities on both the striking and grappling, and I think he's going to stun him and then finish him on the ground. I
Hey,
think he's going to stun him in the second round and then finish him in the third round.
you love to see two guys finishing each other on the ground.
Freaking hope not though. Chama.
Yeah, Chama for real. Dude, I'm praying Chama wins though, honestly.
Bro, me too. This guy fights like once a year.
Actually, how active is he? Let's actually look at this. Okay, October. No, no, no. Okay. He fought in 2025. He fought twice in 2024, once in 2023, once in 2020, or two times in 2022, three times in 2022. One of them was against Anthony Smith, so does that even count, though?
Loki
No, I'm
doesn't.
just kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. Twice in 2021. Twice in 2020. I mean, he's not doing terribly. I mean, his fight did just happen in March too with Pereira. I don't think he's doing awful on fight scheduling. I don't know though. I think that it's gonna happen though. It's coming home for Alex Pereira.
Hopefully.
I think it's
Let's
coming
pray on
home,
it.
and we could possibly. What if we get Pereira on the White House card as a South American fighter?
Hey, he does. That would be. That's the type of fight Alex Pereira would headline.
I wish. Dude, I hope that this White House card isn't just buns, and I hope
Dude,
John Jones comes out of retirement.
him versus Aspinall for the White House main event would be fire, even though we know the outcome of that fight.
That would be awesome, bro. South America versus London. And then we can do Paddy Pimblett versus Taporia.
Whew.
I want to see. I think
Poirier did
that's
say
what's
he
going to
wants to
get
fight on that
booked.
card.
You see Armin Sarukian
Yeah,
got a fight
yeah. It's got to be Paddy Pimblett.
versus Dan Hooker. Yeah. I mean, I can't see Justin Gaethje getting it. Like, where would he get it? You
At
know?
that point, Italy's just getting a free highlight reel.
Yeah, the human highlight reel. That is what he's getting. That's true. And
Literally.
Justin Gaethje would absolutely knock him out. Like the video if you think Justin Gaethje would knock out Ilia Topuria. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay.
Barker, Rufus. He's going to knock out Ilia Topuria on the White House card in front of everyone.
Did you just have a stroke?
You can stroke it if you want.
Okay.